Yeah.
And then we kind of spoke about your draft and all that for the NFL, but how was it for the CFL? Like, what's that I have no clue. Did they draft you? Did they pick you up? Just how'd it go?
Yeah, the CFL is very different, man. Like, they can only draft Canadian born. I guess if your mom is or somebody's Canadian family, mom or dad, they can only draft Canadian. So, but for me, each team has a thing they call neg list, and a neg list is a list full of anywhere from 10 to 20 players, and a CFL team could be like, hey, I want him on my neg list. And that means if you don't make it in the NFL, you can't play for no other CFL team but that team. So the BC Lions here in Vancouver, they had me on their neg list, but at the time they had a quarterback that was very similar to me. So when I was coming out right after Oregon and I knew I was to get drafted, I did mini camp with Seattle Seahawks and Washington Redskins. Montreal reached out to BC and was like, hey, we'll give you our first round draft pick for Vernon. And since you already got a quarterback similar to him. So that's how that went down. And I went to Montreal. First couple years, traded around a few places to Saskatchewan and then to Hamilton. I don't know if y'all know about these places. And then eventually came back to Montreal, and I've been back in Montreal ever since.
And that's what I was going to ask you because, all right, you first get to Montreal. The CFL, NFL is different. Mm-hmm. The field's different, all that. And you first get to Montreal, and you going. It makes sense. If you look at the stats, it makes sense. But then it's like a slowdown. Was that because of the trades and systems and stuff?
The CFL game is completely different, man. Like like you said, you only get 3 downs. The field is wider, it's longer, and it's 12 on 12. So me growing up playing American football, 11 on 11, completely different football. Mm-hmm. Then I come for 22 years. Then I come up here, and now I got to learn a completely different type of game. I have to throw the balls differently going to the field or to the boundary. I got to put more air under it. It took me 3 years to really get used to the game, and that's why I'm within my first 3 years, I got traded to 3 different teams, Saskatchewan, Hamilton, and back to Montreal. And that ties into when you were saying, do you still catch punts? I was still doing that stuff early in my career. As a pro, GMs, all these guys, they don't want to see that from their quarterback. You want to be the starting quarterback, you want to be a starting quarterback. Yeah. They don't see Jimmy Garoppolo back there doing all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they moving me around, but I'd rather get traded than cut. You know what I'm saying? Because that means I'm still valuable. You know what I'm saying? So they traded me and stuff like that. And I just had to realize, man, I got to play quarterback. I need to be in here early, late, stop running around, stop moving, moves, you know what I'm saying? Stop moving different like that. You know what I'm saying? I got to be locked in. And I think that's what I finally did going into my 4th year. And blessed to be here now.
Hell yeah, because 2019 and 2021, it really turned. It's like, this is the guy. The plays are the same. The movement's the same. The stats are pro level. You know, it's like, all right, it's not college where it could just be so brazy. But it's like the stats make sense. And I got to salute you on that because that's that's coming over, I guess, adversity.